Amigos y fanáticos de Contralona, me place presentarles al actual campeón mundial de Ring of Honor. Él es nada más y nada menos que Jay Lethal. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Look at this beautiful weather here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's my first time getting to wrestle here. I'm the Ring of Honor World Champion, so I gotta say I'm doing pretty good.
You're the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. We know that you have a lot of history in pro wrestling. We know that a few days ago, the Bullet Club, especially Adam Cole, shaved your elbow.
Yeah, they shaved my head. They beat me down and shaved my head. Adam Cole tried to embarrass me. And what he also tried to do is he was banned from having a match, so I think he tried to get under my skin so that I would go and beg Nigel McGuinness to wrestle him. Well, I guess his plan worked because it's already been announced that it's me versus Adam Cole at Death Before Dishonor, and I plan on getting revenge. I'm not going to take this lightly. He embarrassed me by shaving my head, and I'm going to get revenge live on pay-per-view.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Tell us about your career. Your early days, you were at JAPW, Jersey All Pro Wrestling. What can you tell us about that? What does being there meant for you?
Well, that's where I started. That's my home. That's where they taught. That's where Jay Lethal was born. So Jersey All Pro will always have a special place in my heart. That was about 15 years ago. I started training there when I was only 15 years old, about to turn 16. And because I was so young, they didn't want to train me at first. But then they changed their mind and they let me join the school. And I'm so fortunate for that. And then later I'd go on to bigger things, like I got to wrestle for Ring of Honor the first time. And then I went on to wrestle for TNA Wrestling, where I wrestled Ric Flair and got to meet guys like Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan. Now I'm back in Ring of Honor, my second go here. Now, when I was here before, I was a little boy. Now I'm a man. I'm doing much bigger and better things. I'm the Ring of Honor World Champion. I'm the champion of a company that's known around the world for its wrestling. What an honor to be able to say that. And I'd like to say that this has been one heck of a journey so far, and it's not ending anytime soon, especially with Adam Cole. That's just the beginning.
Awesome. Tell us about Black Machismo. What does that meant for you? You know, personify someone like Macho Man Randy Savage.
Right. The Black Machismo character, that's what really put Jay Lethal on the map. I will admit that. I have no qualms about saying it. And also it was something funny that I thought I could do because Macho Man was my idol. I loved imitating him. I could do the voice anytime I wanted. Kevin Nash got a big kick out of it. Jeff Jarrett got a big kick out of it. Everybody that I did it for, they loved it. And then they convinced me to do it on television, and then it just took off after that, you know. And it was always cool getting to relive that childhood memory. You know, Macho Man was so iconic. I can picture myself as a little kid sitting down on the living room couch watching pay-per-view and Macho Man coming off the top rope with the elbow drop, you know. It was a dream come true to get to do that. And like I said, it's really what put Jay Lethal on the map. And now I got to make a name for Jay Lethal. You know what I mean? And I think I'm doing that, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you're here in Puerto Rico because you're going to defend that world title against the CWA World Champion, Dennis Rivera. Are you prepared for that? What are your feelings about that match?
Here's the scariest part. I don't know much about Danny. I don't know much about him. It's a little scary. He could look at some videos on me, you know. I've been doing a lot of big things in wrestling. I'm not that hard to find. It's not that hard to look up on YouTube and see some of my matches. But when you go into a match with someone you have no idea about, it's dangerous and it's scary. And this is one of my many title defenses. I've got this one. In a few weeks, I've got Adam Cole. And a few weeks after that, I got another title defense. And a few weeks after that, I got a defense in Japan against Kojima. This is the first of a big string of title defenses, and I gotta say it's the most dangerous one because I don't know much about my opponent.
You've been defending that title not only at Wrestle Kingdom in Japan, but also at England, now in Puerto Rico.
Yeah. A world champion.
Exactly.
A true world champion.
That's a world champion.
Yeah, right.
What has been your biggest match of your career that you consider your biggest match?
Hands down, I used to think it was my match against Ric Flair. I got to step into the ring with one of my idols, one of the best wrestlers in the world, the iconic, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. But now it is when I beat Jay Briscoe at Best in the World in 2015 to become the Ring of Honor World Champion. Growing up as a little kid, I always wanted to be the world champion. Every wrestler dreams of it, but it means something totally different now. Back then, I thought it meant you were the best wrestler in the world, which is true. I am the best wrestler in the world, but now I realize it's so much more than that. It's one of the highest honors bestowed on a wrestler, and I have that honor. I'm the Ring of Honor World Champion, and I'm the face of the company. The Ring of Honor is proud to have me as the face of the company, and that to me, there's no higher honor than that. It's like it's the promotion at your job that you've always wanted. It's getting that raise at your job that you've always wanted. It's becoming the world champion of a promotion that's known around the world. It's nothing better than that.
That's great. To end this interview, want to send a message to all the fans in Puerto Rico, Mexico, Dominican Republic, USA that are watching you right now?
Well, you can expect one thing. Whether you read about it, whether you watch it, whether you're listening to it, Jay Lethal will do what he always does. He will come out on top. I am the world champion for a reason. I'm the greatest wrestler in the world. I have proven it night in and night out. I'm going to prove it tonight. I'm going to prove it tomorrow. I'm going to prove it next week. I'm the greatest wrestler in the world, and the world will find that out.
Jay Lethal, it's been a pleasure to have you here in Contralona. Jay Lethal, el campeón actual mundial de Ring of Honor. Lo vieron aquí donde más en Contralona, conectando la lucha libre contigo.